Oops.
All my life I had to all my life I had to fight. All my life I had to fight. All my life I had to
What up, what up? I am Mad Whack Jackson. Welcome to another episode of the Get Hype AF podcast. I said that backwards. But you know where you are and who I am, hopefully. If you're new, thanks for tuning in. If you're not new, you know the deal. Share this out tag your friends. Let's get some viewers in here. And for anyone viewing, make sure you are dropping comments. Today's guest, I have Anthony Boggs with us. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring on my guest.
Hello, hello.
Everyone, Anthony Boggs. Anthony, what's up, my man?
Hi, how is everybody?
We're doing good. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm just blessed to be alive, for real.
All right. So you might know, I think you've caught a couple episodes. The first few questions I just kind of bombard you with to kind of introduce you to anyone who might be watching. So first off, what age are you? Where are you from? And where do you currently reside?
I am 29. I am from Ohio, and I still currently reside in Ohio.
And let's see here. How long have you been doing music?
I've been like doing music like almost my whole life, but it's not like professionally. I took it kind of like serious like maybe 7 years ago. I was walking down the street just randomly singing, and my like cousin, which I didn't know was my cousin at the time, randomly grabbed me and pulled me into a studio. And then this dude was just like, "Oh, you can sing?" She said, "You can sing. Sing for me, white boy." And I started singing for him, and he's like, "You got a voice. You actually make music?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't really thought about it." He's like, "Well, I want you to sit down right now and make a song if you can. I won't even charge you for it. Let's go." And that's when I started actually getting into music. And then I started being that dude's friend. And he introduced me to so many people out here. Blessed to have the connections that I do, because I wouldn't be as far as I am right now without meeting every single person I
That is incredible. Sing it for me, white boy.
have. Yeah.
So, I think you kind of just answered my next question in that last one. So that's pretty much what got you started. Was it, let me rephrase, because I can do this. So you've been doing music since you were as young as can be. What sparked that interest for you initially?
Well, honestly, it was just like something that I always had. And like I'm autistic, so like music just like connects with me. And I spend a lot of my time trying to like connect with different artists and things, because I didn't have a lot of friends. So I only had the music. And that was the only thing I really like. At the end of the day, when I was like being bullied and stuff in school, I didn't have anybody to talk to, so I just turned to music. I was listening to like Tech Nine and Strange Music, because I felt like they were like dealing with like the same type of stuff, like dealing with being like people thinking they were opposition and like targeting them, and they felt like they were like different than everybody else. You know what I mean?
So would it be safe to say that they might be one of your biggest inspirations as well?
Yeah, I started listening to like it started with like tech, and then I like grew into like 50 Cent. And like, well, I really like was listening to a bunch of different stuff, because like my dad listened to Eminem, he listened to like Hobson, I listened to Bone Thugs and Thor Harmony. Like I started just like expanding out and like listening to as much music as I could, because like I felt like we were all like lost. We were all like looking for somebody to like connect with, and that's the easiest way to connect with somebody is through like poetry and our music.
No, I absolutely agree. It's how a lot of us. It's kind of one of the only ways we kind of know how to express ourselves in a sense.
Yeah, and like some people just don't have any other ways to like really express themselves. Like for me, I went through counseling a lot, and like counseling, talking to somebody didn't really ever help me. So like I just needed something else. So I turned to music. Because like at the end of the day, if I turn to like writing on a beat, the beat's not gonna come back and ask me questions, being like, how does that make you feel? How does that do? How do like you know what I mean? Like provoking kind of almost sometimes.
Absolutely. So right now, we kind of got into strange music and a few of those, but right now in this current part of your musical journey, who is one of your biggest inspirations? Did I lose you? I did. Hang with us, guys. Are you
I
back?
don't
Did
know
I
what
lose
happened.
you?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened for a second. I think I just lost internet connection. I switched to my uh, actual phone service.
Yeah, I have all these fancy devices, and I have to stream from my little dinky little phone too because it has the best service.
Yeah,
So I don't know if you caught my last question, but I asked if in your current music journey as of today, who is one of your biggest inspirations?
that's kind of hard. There's a lot of like inspirational people. Like a lot of people have put me on. Like I could say that Messi's done a lot for me. He taught me different things that I needed to learn, and he gave me more confidence in myself. I could say that Punchline 3 and T has done a lot for me. He took me on and literally put me underneath his wing and was literally like giving me game. And that's a blessing because most people don't really like give you game like that. Like sometimes it's just like the little people that come around that are like the most important. So like I can't ever just tell you just one person.
Is there someone in mainstream who you kind of look up to more? I guess is a different question because I know exactly what you mean. I couldn't possibly shout out one friend without going through probably half of my friend list, and that's like 2,000 people. So I totally know
Yeah.
where you're coming from.
So like I got to give it to ISO. ISO is doing some like big things. He's talking about some subjects that could change a lot of lives.
That is good inspiration, and it's talking some pretty deep subjects. Do you
Yeah,
have a
he does.
current
And
favorite? Do you have a current favorite song?
hmm, I don't know. I listen to a lot of different stuff, but I do always like tend to cycle back to like specific artists. But ISO has like a lot of the songs that I like to go back to, and sometimes I feel like Warzone because like we always feel like we're in a constant war zone, and we just don't know how to like get past it sometimes. I don't know. I
What's
just
the
kind
name of
of
the
like
song that we like?
collect, huh?
I was trying to think of the title, the one of the songs of the title of this ISO song that I from day one have been stuck to. Never wanted to. Yeah, never wanted to kill myself. And a part of me. What I can never remember. God, what the heck? I can't remember the name of it either. It's You don't have it. I never wanted to kill myself, just end a part of me. I can't think of the actual title of the track, but that's one of my all-time favorite ISO songs.
Oh yeah, I know that song. I can't think of the name right now. I
I
was
can
literally right
never
in
think
front
of
of
the
him while he
name.
was doing it.
Yeah, it's just for some reason the name of that track just eludes me. Have you had the opportunity to perform on stage or for in a venue of any kind?
I have. I've done Hope for Heroin rally that I did. That was my first ever thing that I did, and there was a pretty big turnout. It was my town's pretty small, so like if we have like 100, 200 people come out, that seems like a lot for my town. And
No, that's a pretty good show out.
I and I've done some other shows, but mostly I've been just like secondary, like background person helping with some people with their shows. Like Punchline, I was on tour with him, and I was just helping him do some stuff like around with the merch table and like help set up and basically just getting my feet wet.
So if you had the opportunity in the future to headline any venue anywhere, where would you choose?
Mm, that's a good question. I know a lot of people like the Columbus area in Ohio, but I feel like for me, I just would want to just do it in my own hometown if I could, because like I know so many people in my hometown. I got so many artists in my hometown. I could put so many people on. That's the thing that I want to do is just try to like put everybody on. I want everybody to like survive and like flourish, so then they can like get their music out there and like people can hear them and like I just want us all to grow.
Oh
And if I
yeah.
did it in like somewhere like close to home, I could get so many people.
Well, and I feel like that's how the music industry should be. I think us little people, and by little people, I hope you know what I mean. Like, we're not insignificant by any means, but we're not up in any kind of radar situation, I guess. But us smaller, under the radar people need to work together to, build our community. And if we realize that the more togetherness we are in that, it's going to benefit us all instead of just, don't support other rappers. Why are you trying to be friends with other rappers? It's because that's how you build a community. That's how you make connections, and that's how you grow. And if your community is a good group of people, which I feel majority of the same people we have in common are extremely good people, we've all, you know, I'm sure you've seen it. We've all helped each other grow in ways. And I wish more of the little people would realize that it's not about me, and trying to stop everyone from succeeding. It's about building together. So if you could work with anyone and have a feature with anyone, who would you want to work with? I think we lost audio.
Yeah, well, I think we lost. I think it's disconnected.
I think we lost.
Yes.
I think we lost you. We can't hear you. I wish I could text on this thing. More. All right, guys, we seem to be having a little bit of a connection issue, so just hang with us. Meanwhile, let's give a shout out to some people in the chat. Hola, wifey. Malix. What's up, fam? Nick Bender, who was recently on the show. Go check that one out with it. Out of it. Out with it. Go check that one out with Out of it. Wow. Tongue twister there. What'd you say, baby?
No, it's stars.
Oh, thank you for the stars, homie. Appreciate you, Mal. I guess I can talk about that too. Malex and Anthony Boggs, I'm pretty sure they got a song out together. So go scoop up both of those profiles and go give those guys some streams and likes and follows because they're making some bomb tracks together. I already know that. Hopefully we can get our guest back. If not, no harm, no foul. We'll work it out and then we'll get our interview for you guys. We're just gonna give it a second and see what happens. Like I said, drop some comments.
Oh, Chris.
They have 8 songs out together, so definitely go check that out. Damn, 8? Apparently I'm slacking too. Here we go. All right.
Can you hear me
Um,
now?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me now? Well, still glitching out a little bit. So if you can hear me,
I can hear you.
our other option, if you would like, it's totally up to you, is we can jump off here and we can continue this just live via Facebook. Because you're frozen and unfortunately, I can't hear you. So if you want to do that, go ahead, jump off, message me, and I will just shut this off and catch you on Facebook. Let me know what you want to do, famo. It's totally up to you. I am so sorry we're having some issues. Very well could be me. My internet has sucked for like weeks now.
Come on.
Oh, we heard word. Are we coming back? So I don't know if you guys had heard Wifey mention, but some other topic of discussion while we get this kind of sorted out. Chris Calico dropped a new song, I believe yesterday at midnight or today, this morning. I don't know. It's called Go Off. That is with Locksmith and Vin J, which correlates with the tour that he is doing, his first full Earhouse tour. And there's going to be, for those, I don't know if I want to go through the whole list, but I can name off a couple shows. Don't tell me what to do. I know where a bunch of you are located. So, Greeley, Colorado is April 14th. Lawrence, Kansas is the 16th. Cedar City, Utah, you're the 10th. These are all April, you guys. Columbus, Ohio, 421. Denver, Colorado, 424. Spokane, Washington, 428. Boise, Idaho, 427. Don't make fun of me. I didn't make these dates. They did, okay? Yeah, it's random. And another one, I feel like I know a lot of you who watch might be from this area. 430, Seattle, Washington. 502, Bend, Oregon. And 53, Sacramento, California. Mama B Hood and Irish Brian, if you're watching, they'll be in Phoenix, Arizona, the 6th of what comes after April, March, April, May. Anyway, There's a whole tour going on, you guys. Go watch it. And Stevie Stone just dropped the remix of I Go Dumb today with, I believe his name is Mr. Fab. That is on YouTube and Spotify and every other streaming platform. So go check that out, you guys. And he's also going to be touring soon, too.
I didn't even just pull it up.
Yeah, I already know. Okay, so let's try this again. Hello. Yes, sir.
Hello, can you hear me now? All right, bet. Your question
Can you hear me now?
was,
Can you hear me now?
if I would have any feature, who would it be? Were you able to hear what I said?
All right, now I can't hear you. I can hear you. You're just super quiet. Give me a sec.
Oh, man.
We got this.
Okay.
Yeah, your service is fine, so just hold up. Okay, here we go.
So now can you hear me?
So tell that to me one more time. Who would you want to feature with?
You know, there's so many good ones, but I think like a challenge like or Mayday. Mayday would be pretty awesome. Or if I did a song with King ISO. That'd be like a challenge right there.
That I could definitely. I feel like from what I've heard that you would work very well with Mayday. I feel like that is a collab that would work very, very well for you.
Yeah, I love to sing, and if we both just got onto a song and we're just singing and jamming out and having a whole like, oh, that'd be like crazy. Because I went and seen them live, and that was a time. That was awesome.
I actually believe I meant the Punchline 3NT guy that you keep referring to at a Colorado Mayday show last year. Ironically enough.
You might have seen me there then too, because I was there with him.
Oh. Well then shit, probably. What a trip.
Because I was doing his video shoot when because Punchline opened for Mayday. So I did the video shoot for him and was on stage recording him.
That is so crazy. Wow. I guess I didn't realize that was you. That's so crazy to me. So I have a question on here. Have you performed out of state? You just said that you were obviously down here in Colorado, but you were doing some video. Have you performed out of state?
I have not. I was going to, but we had like a little bit of like some issues because like some of the tour dates weren't like actually venues like they said they were, and like there was like shoddy events. So I didn't get to actually perform, but my dude hooked me up for actually coming out and doing that stuff with him because I went to Missouri and I went to Kansas to go try to do some stuff, and like some stuff happened, but we got some stuff figured out for it.
So let's talk a little bit about this video thing. Is that something you're into as well? Do you do video? Like, do you just explain to me that part of what you do?
Oh yeah, I do a lot of videography. I actually back in high school, I used to do like media communications, and I took web design, game design, and a whole bunch of different things because I wanted to be in all the IT area. And I got myself connected with a bunch of people when I started doing like zombie movies, and then from there, I wanted to do like music videos. So I became Punchline's videographer for a minute now, and I've done at least like 8 or 9 of his recent videos, all the way back to like fuck that shit that he dropped last year. I did, and then like separate the Quiet Weapons for Quiet Wars, Jokes on You. I've been doing a lot of his music videos.
Wow, that's awesome. Is that a service that you would offer if anyone was interested?
I mean, yeah, I haven't figured out how I would really go about it. I need like if somebody were to want me to come out of state, I'd need somebody to fly me out there and make sure I'm like accommodated so that I'm like good while I'm out there doing it, and then give me a fly back. And like I need at least something for doing it for my time.
What is some strategies that you have to grow in your future? Or, in other words, what is your 5 year plan? Whether it be
I
music
never
or
really
just life in general.
I never really thought about like a 5 year plan. I know like I wanted to start like my own like studio area so then I can get people to be able to come around and record. And I was like talking to my friends because I got a lot of people who want to be like physical trainers. So if I had like a gym area and like the studio place, because everybody loves to work out and then go work on music, that'd be like the next biggest thing right there. That could be like the gap between people be like, oh yeah, I went to the gym. All right, I'm all pumped. I'm about to get in the studio. And that could be like the next biggest like jump. And then I was thinking about having restaurants inside of it, like trying to make like basically kind of like a strip mall for like music,
Yeah,
where it
like a
has
one
like its
stop
own like
shop.
yeah,
Get your
like a mental
get
health
your
awareness place.
Yeah, I could totally see that being something that is absolutely welcomed because I know so many people. ISO, for example, one goes and works out religiously, and then you will see him almost right after, always in a studio. And obviously, these people need to eat. So,
Right.
bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam. Like, that's freaking genius idea, man.
Yeah,
That's
that was
great.
something I was wanting to do in like the next 5 years if I could. Like, that's iffy because I don't know if that could be accomplished in 5 years because that's a lot of money, a lot of planning, a lot of investments. People need to like come together and have agreements on things. They need to have multiple different like managers. Got to have the back ends, insurance, everything. You got to really think about.
Yeah, no, it's a plan, though. Whether it happens in 5 years, we don't have to stick to 5 years, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a plan. I love that idea. I really hope that the ball on that can get rolling because, man, that just sounds awesome. And then put
Yeah, I
a
was gonna
concert
even
venue
like
at the
put.
end.
Yeah, exactly. So then that was another. We could have like a stage outside and like have people have like their own like food carts that they could bring in. Like it could be like a thing for the community. So then the community can grow. And then like I don't know, like my town doesn't have a lot. So if we could like put something on the map here, this map would start growing. I know that they're talking about trying to put like the Amtrak around here, around where I'm at, and that could start putting more business opportunities, more money into the area, more things, and that could be the next thing for Ohio.
I can see that happening. It's a bummer that so many, because I know so many of you out there in Ohio, and I hear that so much. Like the music scene is just almost, I don't want to say non-existent, but it's extremely small. But there's such a big pool of you guys out there that it seems so odd to me that there's so much talent in an area, but you guys are struggling so hard to get exposure and just find good, fun things to do like that in your area. It sucks, man. We need to link. Most of you
It's
guys
like a
are
lot of
linked
places
up.
don't have venues.
We need to we
Yeah,
all need to go and win the lotto and just come together, and we need to get you guys something going out there because there are a lot of you out there. I have so many friends in that area, and they're all so musically amazing that you deserve more recognition and opportunity. in my
Yeah,
opinion.
just in my small town alone, I know at least like 15, 20 artists. Like, and that's just in Galleon, and I'm like in a town that has like 10,000 people.
See, like we're oversaturated out here in Colorado. It's the exact opposite. There's so many of you. You could throw a rock and probably hit a rapper or a singer or something. So,
Yeah, you don't see that as much out here. So like people will be like, "Oh, that's cool. That's so cool."
do uh this is one of my kind of my favorite fun questions. Pretend you have a hater, or if you have a hater, how would you address them? What would you like to say to them?
Well, I've had haters, and honestly, the only thing I could wish for them is that they find peace. Because I've come to like the realization for a lot of the times, like when I was like beefing with people, they were just beefing for no reason, and it's just like some small misagreement, and it could be something that we could just talk, and it's just like I just wish you peace. Or if you want to ever come back around and we could talk things out, I will gladly talk things out because I don't. Nothing should ever be left as a point where you can't come back from.
I agree. I don't like to give them much time or validation or effort or whatsoever. It's just one of my fun questions because majority of my guests say the same thing, and I just kind of I like to repeat that answer to any haters that might be listening because I love to
Right.
kind of compound that in your head. Like you can hate, but majority of the people that you're hating on don't really care about you. And you're not affecting us. If anything, you're inspiring us to do better and be more.
Exactly.
So this is the part of the show where I only have a couple questions left. So I want to iterate again to any viewers watching. Please feel free to drop any questions you might have for my guests. We absolutely encourage them throughout any part of the show. Those are more than welcome. And I'm going to throw the floor over to you and just let you talk about anything that we might have missed that you might have coming up or any shout outs that you might want to give and drop your social medias.
Okay. You said you had a couple more questions left, right?
Yeah, but I want you to, you go ahead and take the floor for a second and just talk about anything that you might have coming up or doing. I'm going to let our viewers hopefully ask a couple questions and then I will ask you my last two.
Okay. So for me, I am hopefully. I know Malcolm wants me to come out, and I'm going to be performing with him when he goes to that Chris Calico, Vin J, and Locksmith show that's coming over here in Ohio. I'm going to be on stage with Malcolm. So if anybody is going to be at I think it's the Fostoria one, I will be at the Fostoria event, and it will be great to see any of you. And I I got more music that's going to be coming soon. I've been trying to finish my album. I just got a lot of people that I still got to like finish recording them because I got people that don't have studios that I got to record. When I get that stuff done, then I can actually start putting out some more of my music. And
All right. And that's
if
just Anthony Boggs on all platforms. Is that right?
yes, you can find music under Anthony Boggs on every single platform.
We have a couple questions here, it looks like. It says, this one's from my man Wes. He would like to know, what do you feel are your biggest strong points?
I think my biggest strong points are my singing voice, because like I know I can rap, but I've always been a singer, and like I have a different like range. My range that I can hit, I don't know. I feel like I can harmonize with myself well enough that I kind of like I like music. It gives me goosebumps sometimes when I listen to my stuff, and I haven't even released some of it because I hold it like close and dear to myself. So like my singing voice, because like sometimes I even like I put all of myself into something, and it kind of like when you go back and play that again, you can just re-feel all of it again and again.
Well, while I have you on here, I just want to give you a shout out personally because I think you absolutely killed your verse that you did with JL with the Messy track, I believe. And you rapped on that one. And that one, for
Yeah, that
someone
is
who is
top.
more singing oriented, when I heard that track, kind of, I didn't know your background. I just kind of knew you as a singer. And when I heard that one, I was completely taken aback. Man, I think you did amazing on that song. Why don't you tell us the name of that song real quick so anyone watching can go
Yeah,
listen to
it's
that?
see that one is called wow, my brain just farted. Messy the Man, featuring Captain Wise Guy and Anthony Boggs and JL, and it is. I don't even have my other phone. I can't look it up. My brain can't remember. Oh no.
Go look up Messy the Man featuring Anthony Boggs and JL and you will find it. I can promise you guys that. But go look up that song because it is I highly recommend that one. It's one of my favorite things
See,
that has you on it. I just want to say that.
I had to try so hard for that one. I spent a few days just basically thinking the concept because Messi was like, "You got full reign, run with it. It's a JL track," and I'm like, "Oh God, oh JL." And then I listened to JL's verse, and I'm like, "Oh, I got to really come hard. Like he really wants me to like show him what I can do. I can't like let him down right now."
I I absolutely know that feeling because that's exactly what he kind of did to me. He threw me a feature with a huge name on it and he was positive and uplifting in about it, but he kind of did the same thing. He's like, I really need you to bring it on this one, and I did the same thing. I'm like, oh my god, okay, this is my time. I can't let you down. I
Yeah,
you
that's
did
exactly
justice
how I
for
was
sure.
feeling. I was like,
Another question from one of our viewers. Liam would like to know what was one of your most successful times in your life and how did you get to that point?
I mean, I feel like right now I'm at my most successful point of my life. I got a lot of like family and friends that are like really by my side. Like I never like when I was growing up, I had some family, but I didn't have as much as I do now. Like I have people that if I called them and like if something hit the fan and I needed a place to stay, I could go there because I have people that I've done things for them, like I've helped them out and they would do the same thing, like go back, like give their shirt off the back for me if they came down to it. And I that's like the biggest blessing in the world to have things like that in your life. So I feel like I'm rich and healthy in life and love, and I can't be any happier, better in prosperity than what I got right now because I got so many good people around me that I feel like this is like the high point, and like if it keeps getting higher than this, then I'm just for it and I'll just accept it as it goes. But I'm just blessed to be here along the way.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. Congratulations on being in what you feel is the best time of your life, man. I hope that carries on for you. So, we now have two people in the comments who are requesting that maybe you could do a little acapella for them.
Yeah, I could. Um, you want me to like? I got so many songs. I'll think of something real quick. What's something that I haven't showed off yet that I could show off? I'ma kill 'em with kindness, 'cause I know they blinded by the pain and the scars that tear in their hearts from all that behind them. Feeling so lost and all from the start. They were trying to find it a little piece of guidance. I see you trying.
I think that was beautiful, man. Thank you. Is that uh is that new? Is that out on platforms?
That's actually it's not yet. I have that song. It's called "Kill 'Em with Kindness," and it's gonna be dropping eventually as soon as I finish the rest of my album. I haven't really been given my gems like that. Messy's been getting a lot of them. So if you ever go back and watch those old Support 'Em Sundays, you seeing some of the things before anybody else sees them.
That might be because I'm like I feel like I might have heard that, but maybe not. But I thought that was great, and I think a
Yeah,
lot
I
of our
have I
viewers
have
did
that
too.
just as like something that I haven't put out yet. Because I want it to like come across right, so I keep remixing and remixing and remixing. I'm so like protective of my music.
I I don't have any production skills, so I can make music all day, but it doesn't sound very good. So that's why I struggle to actually release music, is because I have a hard time putting it together production wise and making it sound good quality.
I have been learning from basic trial and error, and I got lucky that the first person that I ever met, that dude that put like that when I got dragged into that studio, he taught me a lot. Like he literally let me run his studio for him when he was busy at another job, and I was just helping him bring in artists and recording, and then he would sit down with me and be like, "This is the stuff that you need to start doing to like make their vocal sound a little bit better." And I started like learning as I went on, but I'm not as like good as I could be. Keep learning and never stop. If you're gonna start, then never stop.
Absolutely. That's the only way. Yeah, you don't, unless you are some like miracle child, you people usually don't learn things overnight. And then the process is to just keep trying and practice makes perfect. And if you don't get it, not to give up, because then you're never going to get it.
Yeah, that's why I say practice equals progress because nobody's ever perfect at anything.
No. No. I've been told from a very young age, and it stuck with me, that there literally is no such thing as perfect. It does not exist.
It's a fake illusion. You can fakely make something look perfect.
Exactly. It's an illusion. Exactly. All right. So hmm, I'm down to my last two questions. What is one of your most hype moments ever, no matter what it is? But I need you to tell us with as much hype and excitement as if it was that moment all over again. Because this is hype as fuck, so we need to get hype as fuck.
Man, to be real with you, it was the first time I ever did a show because like to see all those people, I was like, I had so much anxiety in my chest. I was like, this is my moment. This is it. And I gotta capture this. Like I kept thinking about it, and I was like, this is my one moment. I gotta own it. This is it. Like, and then I actually froze on stage and I couldn't perform for my first actual performance. I got off the stage and had to do it in the just felt leaning up on a pedestal above everybody. I felt like why should I like staring down at you? It gave me anxiety to be up there. I'm not like better than anybody.
But you did it, and that's what matters, right? And I know that feeling
Yeah,
too. That's one of the
it was really
scariest
oh
feelings.
man.
Not really scared. It's
Yeah, but it is like probably the most hypest moment. You have so much
it's
energy that you just don't know how to handle it.
exactly. That's what it is. You're excited, you're nervous, you're scared, but then you're like, "Oh my god, I'm so freaking excited." And it's overwhelming. It's just an overwhelming feeling. You don't know what to do. And then you have to remember words and cues, and it's a lot, man.
Yeah,
Anyone going out there trying to do your first show, just go with the flow. It is not going to be perfect because one, there's no such thing, and two, we all been there, and majority of us know the feeling. It's it's a lot, but do it because it's worth it at the end.
yeah, and that's the best thing about it too is that like even me saying that that's my story. Like if you do that, don't give up because like you can see where I'm at right now, the things that I've accomplished. If I would have gave up after the first time, like not being able to say anything on stage and just ran away, where would I be now? Who
Hmm.
would I be?
Exactly. And people notice. They're gonna notice that you mess up, but they're gonna notice more if you are on stage and you're like, "Oh, fuck, I just give up," and or versus if you're like, "You know what? I messed up, but I'm gonna still stand here. I'm gonna struggle, but I'm gonna do it." Like just do it because they're gonna recognize you're trying, and they're gonna recognize you're
Right.
not trying if that's the route you go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's check for some more questions. I don't have any more questions, so I'm down to my last one. Is there anything else that maybe you just want to ask me, ask our viewers, shout out before I get to my last one?
Yeah, I have a question for you. What is your favorite logo that you've made?
I'm biased just because it was one that was for probably one of the biggest artists I know, and it's probably my Earhouse Street Team logo, which it's not even it's one of
Oh
two
yeah,
official
I think that is
logos,
really,
but
really, really awesome.
that's one of my personal favorites. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go look at some of my
I
past
think that
ones
you're a
and
really good
really.
artist, and I feel like
Oh, I appreciate that. Of course,
yeah,
you're gonna totally cut
you're a
out
really
when
good
showing
artist.
me
I feel
love,
like
but I
people should
appreciate you.
appreciate you more.
Oh, I
Oh
get
yeah,
quite a
I
bit of
was I
love.
was
I'm
stopping for a
I'm
second because
totally.
you were talking.
Oh no, I totally get. I feel I feel like I'm appreciated. I know the people who do appreciate me show it to me so much, so it makes up for the lack of other appreciation. But that means a lot to me. I thank you, and I want to show you that love back because I I've listened to quite a bit of what you've done, and I know that again, I know a lot of the people that you associate with because I associate with them too, and I feel like we're on the same level. We want to help people, and I love that from you, and I love that you have such a positive outlook toward others as well as yourself. So keep being that positive person you are because I appreciate being able to see that from you. I love that from you.
I appreciate that. And I feel like everybody should try to be more positive. We all got to be that light in this world. We need to stop being so dark. We need to like bring people away from the darkness.
We do. It's kind of, I feel like it's overwhelming so many people that the few of us that can help spread the light really need to kind of come forward right now and help do that, because this world is just getting so, like you said, it's so dark and ugly.
Yeah.
All right, enough of all that bleh, crappy crap. Let's get to the last question, and my absolute favorite one. Do you know what it is?
What is it?
What is your favorite dinosaur?
Oh, I think it's aren't they called chompies? The little dinos. I always thought that those
Compagnagius.
things were so cute.
Yep, Compies for short, or Compagnagius. And I say that every chance I get because that is one of the hardest ones to pronounce, and I still am challenging anyone out there to use that song, to use that word, rhyme that freaking word in a rap verse, because bitch, I did. So that's my challenge to you. Fucking rhyme Compagnagius, bitch, because say that word.
Oh, I got you.
Do it, please.
Comfy. I can't.
Yeah, it took me a long
I gotta
I
learn how to
was sitting
pronounce
there.
the word
I was
first.
on Google, dude. I was on Google for like an hour with the voice thing with pronounce, and I'm all no confident. It took me forever to even say that word, and I'm like, I'm gonna use this. And I did. Damn it! It took at least 2 hours for me to learn how to pronounce that shit. No joke. That's awesome. No one's ever
That
picked
is
that dinosaur
crazy.
either.
Oh, that's how it was pronounced. I thought they were just called compies.
That's the short term because no one wants to say the other one.
You want to try to spell that in the comments?
Compagnagius.
I can
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to spell this in the
know
comments.
why. Yes.
Config. Nope. No, I thought I was, but I'm not. Nope. Sorry. But to answer your other question, Liam, yes,
Compagnagius.
I am. I am a dinosaur. Yes, I am.
I think that
Awesome.
your the dino logo that you have with the Venom song and the ninja, like Deadpool outfit, I thought that one was pretty
My
dope.
art, yeah, my Venom, my Deadpool Venom artsy mashup guy. He's dope. Yeah, that's totally me if I was a dinosaur. Mad
Yeah.
respect for that. Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I totally right.
We have a comment. Totally, you spelt it wrong, but you totally did rhyme it. So good for you, Liam. Confidnagi is saying got shit on my anonymous. All right. So
Uh,
yeah, that's
that
actually
is
all the
going to be a
questions
really
I have today.
fun word.
I challenge you and bring it, man. I will not. I am so not offended. I encourage.
Got you.
I hope I issue that challenge in hope to challenge someone else because it was a challenge for me. So please, by all means. But yeah, unless
On
any
the
more
dino.
questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments, you guys. And go ahead. I keep interrupting you. Go ahead and talk, man. Talk over me. This is your show.
I see. I was saying, did you use that word in your dino shuffle?
Hmm.
The coffee eye?
What is
Okay.
with about 20? What is it? Confidnagi is I know, I just can't think of the line I used before it.
Ain't you fuck with us? I'm cool.
I know, she's gonna look it up for me now. I have the lyrics right here. What am I doing? I'm like, why can't I think of that line? That's like the one song I never have to look up and I drew a blank. It's because it's like on the spot, of course.
It's always the on the spot questions that get you.
Mm-hmm. Did you find it? I can't believe I can't find that. I can't remember. That is so annoying. Oh my god, I'm sorry, you guys. All that means is that must mean my viewers need to ask some more questions. I found it, babe. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna give you a little rap skit, I guess. My line goes, everybody around me looking strut. Everybody around me looking sus. Straight copy in the bust. Might as well call you a confinagius. With about 20 of your little crew stalking us, ain't shit you can do to fuck with us. That's how it goes. So it's really
You
not
rhyme
that
that
hard to
word pretty
rhyme.
good
It's
too.
just that hard to say.
Oh yeah. And then like if you were to like try to get like what Liam did with the anonymous and then kept running with the mus, it could become harder to do with the double rhyme schemes to try to make sentences work together.
And look, babe, here. Now you know how to spell it. You can spell it in the comments. Yeah. It's even hard to look at, spell while looking at.
Wow.
Compsognathos.
Compsognathos.
Yeah. Like you're gonna look at the way it's spelled and you're like, that's not how it sounds.
Did I still spell it right?
Yeah, so this is how it's spelled, I think. If she spelled it right. It looks like you got it close enough. Compsognathos. Like Compsognathos.
That is a really like interesting word.
Yeah, the human language is kind of ridiculous. Let's be real. I think we have a rap competition going on in the comments over here. But yeah, that's unfortunately that's all the questions I have for you today. So I would like to thank you again for coming on, as well as everyone for tuning in. Um, I would like to extend an invitation and let you know that you are
I would like to
always,
thank
always,
you
always welcome
for
back on
having
the
me.
show. You are always welcome back. And I recently started sending every single one of my guests off with the absolute hope and wish that every single song that you drop from here on out has over 1 million streams in your future. So that is how I send my guests off. So I wish nothing but over 1 million streams for you.
Thank you. I appreciate you more than you know. And I hope that you get so many streams, and I hope that everybody wants to buy your arts and gets all the shirt decals and everything that they could ever want.
Much love, fam. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming on today. I will I will be getting off here and I will tag you in the videos. And if you would like to do me a favor and in my private message me your YouTube link so that I can also link the YouTube video to your channel as well. But yeah, other than that, I thank you again for coming on, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. And like I said, you ever want to come back, just hit me up and let me know.
All right. Thank you so much. And you have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you. God bless and be safe. Much love.
Much love. All right. So big shout out to today's guest. Again, that was Anthony Boggs, found under Anthony Boggs on all social media platforms. I will do my best to drop those in the event. So please go follow the event. All of the links to this show found streaming on Facebook, found on Twitch, and on YouTube links are all found under the event, as well as, like I just pointed out, I will be dropping a few of his social platforms like his Facebook, Spotify, other type of things like that. So please follow the events. Please make sure you like the video, share the video, and if you're watching from YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, last but absolutely kind of somewhat important due to some recent events. If you know, you know. If not, I'm not going to get into it and bore you with it. But donations are so freaking much appreciated, but never required, but so much appreciated right now. We ran into some major device issues, and now we're struggling significantly again. So donations by stars, or if you would like to donate directly, you can do that via my the links in my bio. Dave, you're distracting me. Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you. You can find those links under my bio, under my link tree. And I have another show, I believe, Monday coming up with gingerbread. And also, I do have 2 shows that were last week that got missed due to the technical difficulties and other situations that will be rescheduled. They did not get forgotten about. They are being rescheduled, so stay tuned for those as well. Other than that, turn them notifications on and go stream one of my songs, Madwag Jackson. Any platform, Madwag Jackson. Otherwise, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Much love as always, and I will see you Monday. I'll see you Monday. If you want an episode, you know what you could do or should do? Message me for your episode. I'm booking all month of April right now, so hit me up. Let's do this. Thanks for watching Hype as Fuck. I'm out. Love you guys.